Hey, how you doing? I'm Laowai Jockey and welcome to my channel. Yeah, I'm doing this. I've been thinking about it for a while, so here I am. Okay, I am new to all this. So please forgive me. I'm going to be apologizing a lot over the next little bit, including editing and other things probably apologizing for. So what is this channel all about? Well, it's about retro Japanese horse racing games. You got it. I'm going to be reviewing them, going to be talking about them, going to be doing some Let's Plays with them, possibly as I figure out this YouTube stuff. And there might be other retro content in the future related to other retro games, haven't decided yet, or other things. But it will be mainly focused on retro Japanese horse racing games. So yeah, there are a lot of retro gaming channels on YouTube. So I thought I would sort of narrow down the kind of retro games that I'll be talking about. So yeah, anything else about this? Well, first of all, it will be in English. And for the simple reason, I have very little knowledge in Japanese. And I'm actually currently trying to learn Japanese via self-teaching and using these retro games to help me. However, I do speak Chinese. And I will probably, actually more than likely, actually 100%ly, using Chinese references when talking about Japanese horse racing games. And the reason being is, if you know about Japanese and Chinese language, Japanese uses something called kanji, and kanji is basically Chinese characters. And actually, that's how I learn a lot about these games, because I read a lot of that. So when they throw in hiragana and katakana, I go, uh-oh, and I get a bit lost with that. But yeah, you know, like I said, I figure it out. So I have very little knowledge in Japanese. So please forgive me, because I'm going to be butchering the language. And yeah, so I'll be doing it quite often throughout this journey. Now, why am I talking about Japanese horse racing games? Well, about a year and a half, I started collecting them. I won't get into the story. I might do that in the future. I mean, you know, my story about it, yeah, okay, it's cool and everything, but I think you're here because you want to know more about the games. And yeah, that's why I'm doing this channel, because I want to talk about them. I have a huge collection of them. I have quite a number of them I've collected in just a short amount of time. And I thought I would do this channel because there isn't many channels, if I don't even think there are any channels in English talking about Japanese horse racing games. If there are, there might be horse racing channels that might sort of talk a bit about it here and there. There's some great horse racing channels out there. And I will be probably referencing them throughout this journey as well. But I figured, why not focus on these games? There is a horse racing community, video game horse racing community, English language one. And it's kind of, they don't understand Japanese as well, right? So my idea is maybe I can introduce these games to them. You know, they can help them with trying to figure out how to play them. At the moment, like I said, there isn't any English translations for these games. So it is a bit of a learning curve when you're trying to play them. So hopefully these videos will help out. The games will be from Famicom, which is, of course, the NES. But because they're Japanese games, it's the Famicom. Super Famicom, the SNES or the SNES, the PS1, the PS2, the PSP, and maybe some PS3. We'll see. But at the moment, like I said, we'll be focusing primarily on probably from Famicom up until the PS2 with some PSP in there sprinkled in. All right, the next video will be a focus on some of the general stuff that you will find in a lot of these games. Right. And these are things that are pretty much a must that you should know about. I'll also talk about how I sort of classify these games. I have been playing around with the idea of classifying them into 3 different categories. The first one I like to call jockey. The second one I like to call management. And the third one I like to call predictor. But, you know, I mean, that's just a way for me to organize them, to show them to you guys, and to see the kind that you like. So yeah, there you go. So in the next, like I said, the next video we'll be talking about that stuff. I just wanted to introduce myself, and I wanted to say welcome to my channel, and please, as they always say, as I hear in all these other channels out here on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and click that, what is it, that notification button, so you can get the latest video when I get around to uploading it. Thank you, and enjoy.